everybody, John here with Misadventures in Wrenching. In this episode, we are going to pick up yet another vehicle. This time, though, it's kind of for a special purpose. Andrew's come along for the ride. And this car is going to be for him. It's a 2006 Chevrolet. It's a Malibu. It has a couple minor issues, but it's supposed to run and drive, which is unusual for anything that I pick up. We do have the trailer in tow, as you can see back there. But this was a county fleet car, and mainly he's getting it because he wants to put less miles on his Crossfire, which will be another car on the channel as we start to do some special work on that. Anyway, if you haven't already done so, please like, subscribe, follow us here and on Facebook. And we, as you can see, are in one of the most desolate places in all of Arizona as we go to Pinal County. So, see you at the car. Well, we're parked in front of the Pinal County Fleet Yard, which is also where they house all their sheriff's vehicles, county vehicles. And this is where we're going to meet. She's going to come up. I should get her title. They're supposed to, in theory, be able to start this car and drive it out. And I'll have it behind the trailer, and then Andrew and I are going to take a look and see what we've really got. Now, it's supposed to shift hard, which are usually solenoid issues on these Malibus. Supposed to have a couple of leaks. I don't know what leak means, whether that's a minor leak or a major leak or biblical flood. I have no clue. But when she gets out here, we'll see what we're actually dealing with. Well, it's here, and it runs, and it's running right now. So we're actually ahead of ourselves on this compared to where we normally are. Used to be a county car. You could tell by the antenna spot on it. No real body damage. The hubcaps are shot. It's tinted out. I like that. The AC is not supposed to work on it, but let's see. Power windows work? Well, that window's down. That window goes down. So that window works. That window works. It's noisy here. Sounds okay. Automatic transmission. That's the thing that, since they said it shifted hard, I at least want to check unless this has one of those sealed for life plug, which is probably this one right down here.
Yeah, they're sealed for life.
All right, so we're not
have a fill cap, but that's probably what you're looking at.
Okay, it's got coolant in it, so that's a good start.
That's a different place, so that means that's the air filter.
Yeah, that's the air filter, brake fluid, coolant. So it's a closed system. There's no radiator cap on these either.
Weird. All of one had the fluid over here, and the filter was behind the engine. Battery was over here too. So this is fine.
Group size 75. I don't see a date code on it. It's a Napa. There's a little dent right here. Okay, it says it was due for service at 178,426, and it has 175,700 and something. It's not overheating. I don't have check engine light. It's got 3/4 of a tank of gas. That's a bonus. What's in the trunk? We got some spare. Well, that covers this.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a spare. Part of a jack anyway. Looks like the stuff's underneath it. You want to get in real quick and hit brake lights, or I can do that either way. Brake lights work. Turn signals. Reverse works. Left turn signal, right turn signal. Headlights were both working.
That's a four-way.
Four ways are working. Has a gas cap. Okay, go ahead and put it in reverse real quick just to see if it shifts into gear.
Sounded like it.
Okay, let off your brake just to see if it'll roll. Okay. Yeah, drive. Okay, so at least it pretends like it wants to get in gear. Are you comfortable?
Yeah, fine. Big person was in here.
So what?
Big person was in here.
Well, get yourself settled in, and I'll get this temp plate set up, and then we'll figure it out and just go for it. It looks like it's all good on fluids.
It's got autos, but whatever.
I think those are automatic mirrors.
They are.
Oh, okay.
Just hand touch works.
What?
Just breaking it, but whatever.
Does it not work?
I guess I'll try it on this one.
Yeah, they work.
It's like the left one doing a hand touch.
Say what?
Hand touch for me on the left one just makes it easier.
Okay. All right. Give me a second. I'll set up, pull this apart and get this taped in place. Forward a little bit.
I can get around.
All right. It was nice knowing you.
Unfortunately.
All right. We're going to hit the road. He's going to go around me. I'm going to follow him. And it's about a 100-mile trip. So what better thing to do than to drive a totally untested car 100 extra miles? I like it. So why do a rescue and revival video on a 2006 Malibu? Well, one, and the main reason is it is a premise for the how-to videos that are going to go on with this car, because it's going to need some maintenance. And I also do some how-tos and actually not make too much of a fool out of myself. But these GMs, they always have window regulator issues and some, leaks, and this particular one has the classic hard shift problem. At least that's what they say it has. So I don't just like to say, hey, we got a X vehicle in the shop and we're going to do this on it. This is going to be family use unless he doesn't like it on the 100-mile trip home. Besides, it's been sitting. It's got mechanical issues. It is 175,000 miles on it, and we are driving it untested across the Arizona desert at the beginning of summer in 100-degree weather. So it could turn out to be an adventure all by itself. Although I do have a trailer, so it's kind of a limited adventure. Anyway, that's the main reason, is that it is a premise for the how-to videos and the fact that this is how we got the vehicle in order to work on it in the first place. So there you go. Now we're going to continue driving across the Arizona desert here and see if we make it home. Well, we're at highway speeds, and I'm not going to say how fast we're going. However, it seems to more than be able to maintain highway speeds and the speed limit. So that's a good sign. And I don't see any smoke or drippage coming out the back or anything like that. So all good so far. Well, it's 99 degrees right now. Wonder how he's liking that car with no AC. Because that was one of the things that was listed as an issue. I mean, it is white and it does have tint, but that's still starting to border on putting your head in an oven. We'll have to take a look at that for him. Okay, guys and gals, here's a thought for you. This is part of the reason that we do what we do. You take this Malibu. Right now, as we're driving along, I have less than $1,900. Bought it at a public auction. That means anybody can bid. It was actually done online. So you do a little research, you can do this. if you're a person on a budget and you have most of your fingers and toes and can turn a wrench, then you could probably save yourself a lot of money if you just take the time to do it. Because this car, if you buy it from a dealership, even with the miles on it, about $4,000. And if you have a few skills or want to take the time and learn a few skills, you could probably be in and driving this thing for about $2,500, which is about where we're going to be. And that's $1,500 in your pocket. So I wouldn't know why you wouldn't. Whether it's my channel or somebody else's channel, I just encourage you to take a little time to learn if you don't know. Be willing to fail. Be willing to have it, you know, because this thing could have exploded, you know, thrown a rod, who knows. You just have to, you know, kind of guess. But take a risk, learn a few things, save yourself a bunch of money. Because that's, we give vehicles another lease on life. And I do work on a lot of the older stuff. And that's what I like to do. But everything deserves a second chance. And I have a feeling that this one's going to be running a long time. Well, as we made the turn here, as we get close to home, I noticed that the window was closed on it. So either he's running the fan and not getting the air from the window, or the AC works. And that would be a huge bonus. I'm rarely that lucky, but you don't know. Made it. I'm impressed. We're going to check out and see what all may have happened along the way before we close this video out. You lived.
Yeah, I did. AC does work.
I was going to ask because I saw the window up and I was like, man, he's a glutton for punishment.
Well, I cranked it before we actually got out there.
Does it work good?
It's not bad.
Could just use a little charge, maybe?
Well, it's better than most people would actually probably agree with.
We'll check it out.
But it was blowing cool enough where I felt comfortable.
Any other issues?
Steering felt a little bit loose. So whenever I hit something, it kind of like would want to go wherever the bump was. So I'm thinking it's either the tires, they look a little bit low.
That could be.
I did listen for the motor for its shifting. It didn't sound like it had any issues shifting either.
We may just have gotten lucky, you know, as far as they just wrote down what they thought was going on with it and none of that exists.
Yeah, it's like I was taking it easy. I turned down the AC enough so that way I could listen to the motor when we got into town, and I was listening to it shift. It's not like I was throttling it, but yeah, it was doing okay. So the only thing I want to look at is the suspension now.
Okay.
I'm thinking it's just the low tires.
Well, there you have it. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Again, please like, subscribe, follow us here and on Facebook. We will bring you along for the adventure further as we tackle any little bugs that might be on this car, some how-tos. But there you have it. A little over 100-mile trip.